obviously Declan's come in during and Kai. That means some really loyal players will have. I mean, Granit's been moved on, and other players might be moved on or won't be playing as much. Is that the ruthlessness that you need to show as manager, though, to bring improvement?
Yes, but as well, to be fair, there are circumstances, I think, and every case is got his particular probably motives and history at the end to finalize our relationship. And with Granit, everybody knows I love him to bits. I'm so grateful everything that he did for the club, for the team, for myself. But we all felt that it was time to move on as well. He had a tremendous opportunity very close to his house, and he wanted to fulfill that dream, and we respected that, and we move on.
But you look at the great clubs, they might have a decent side, but they're always they won't worry about getting in better players to keep improving.
But that's what we have to do, is we have to try to be better, and if the margins that we have within the squad, we believe that they are not enough or we cannot keep improving, then we have to look somewhere else to try to make that. But that goes to every individual, and the first one is myself.
Okay, Jack or Tom? Jack?
Mikel, the start of last season and being top for so long, for a lot of fans, maybe sort of felt like a bit of a surprise and something to really enjoy. After the whole of last season and the money spent this summer, does it feel to you like there's a bit more expectation on this season?
For sure, and when you do better, the expectation will be higher, and as well the way we have recruited. I think it takes that, and not only the position, but the team, the way the team was playing, and the performances that we were putting on the pitch, and the environment that it was created around the club, I think promotes that. But we need to be very clear that what happened last season means nothing. That we have to start now the season in the best possible way and end the right again, and try to build that momentum.
Is that expectation something you and the players should be able to enjoy in a different way?
For sure, because this is why we want to move the club, and we have to be able to enjoy and promote and then grab the opportunity that we have in front of us with a lot of motivation and desire to try to accomplish everything that we want to do.
Tom?
Mikel, with Granit moving on, how important in the dressing room this year will Jorginho's experience be?
Yes, but I think it's something that it has to be shared. I think Georgie is a phenomenal character. He's got so much experience. Everybody respects, loves him in there, and he's a very particular character as well. And he's been really, really, really good for us. And he needs to maintain what he's doing, but as well we have to promote leadership from other areas, and there are very young players there as well that now they've been with us for a while, and they have to start to look forward and take initiative and go another step further, because that's going to be needed for sure.
But even though the younger players have got on-field experience, Jorginho's obviously got a decade of life experience that they haven't. Is that key in the crucial moments of the season? Very
important, and we have to use that, and we have to allow them to lead and self-police themselves in certain moments, because when it comes within the dressing room, that's the most powerful thing.
Can I just ask about the Champions League involvement this year? Is it harder than the Europa League, or does the fact that you've got to be at the Champions League level, will that have a knock-on effect for the levels of intensity in the Premier League as well?
Well, the level of the competition, I think, is very different, and it's something that now we have to experience, because it's been a while since we haven't done it, and now we have to prove that we can match and be better than the opponents in that competition. But we are very excited. That's why this club has to be every single year, and we can't wait to play.
And finally, we'll go to Harry.
Hi, Mikel. Your personal record against Pep on the touchline, you obviously beat them in the FA Cup semi-final. I think it was 3 years ago to the day. Does it frustrate you personally, your record against that, or is it a team game and therefore something you have to handle as a group, and that you feel as you go on you can mature and beat them?
It's part of the sport. I don't see it as an individual competition when I beat him or when I lost. It's not about that. And it's true, from the last 3 games that we played last season, 2 of them were very different and probably deserved a very different result, but it didn't happen. But it's true that there were marginal moments, special errors that occurred in those games that we were very hardly penalized, and we need to understand that that's the type of position that we we're going to be facing, but obviously we want to change that.
It's been said in the past, obviously, very young team before, and I know you didn't use it as an excuse, being young, but is now, as you mature, you feel you're more in a position to sustain it as a group, the consistency required?
Yeah, but we haven't gone from end of May to 1st of August, from being young to now being mature. As in the recruitment that we made as well, it was pretty young, but they are gaining experience, and I will never use it, as you said, as an excuse, because it's something that I think as well really describes who we are and the way that we behave and we play, and I think it's something very powerful.
And just one more question. There's been a lot said from Pep and Jurgen about Saudi Arabia and the effect it's had on their teams this summer. Obviously, Arsenal haven't had any issues with players leaving for that. Just wondering your view as a whole, and are you relieved that your team perhaps are so young that they don't get picked off by
the market is still open, so I prefer not to talk and then say something, because in this industry you never know. But I understand is another big competitor now that obviously you see the amount of deals that are happening there, so something for sure to be prepared.
Okay, guys, thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you.